podcast.
We did.
This is kind of fun.
A little.
That's a lot of fun.
People say we're crazy.
That's okay. We'll give them a show.
We can show them why.
So who are we? What are we doing?
Well, who are you?
I'm Allie. Allie Skye. Tall girl Allie. I have a lot of names.
And how tall are you?
I am 6 feet tall. Or you can go check my bio, and it's the first word in my bio.
6 feet. That's taller than me.
And who are you?
I am Keke Lou.
And then when did you get into the industry? Let's just say, how long have you been online?
I have been online. I've had an online presence probably for about 7 years.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I'm only 3 years in.
3 years.
It feels like a decade.
Well, I think
It feels...
Yeah, it really
crazy.
has.
It's
crazy.
And here we are. We are with the Hot Wife Tour.
The Hot Wife Tour. The one and only Hot Wife Tour.
This is our first podcast. We are calling it Keeping It Naughty with Keke and Allie by the Hot Wife Tour.
And welcome. Welcome.
Yes. How did you end up here? I want to know.
With the Hot Wife Tour?
Yeah.
So I came across them online. Was always a fan because being in the lifestyle. I mean, who didn't want one of those pink jackets?
Yeah.
Right?
Cool. Those jackets are cool.
You see these pink varsity jackets that we wear, and being a hot wife, that's like kind of, in my opinion, that's how I decided, like, if I get one of those jackets, I've made it.
Yeah.
Right? We
yeah.
made it.
It's pretty cool. Yeah.
And guess what we have now?
And we're like a thing. We tour around. People know who we are, and that's our thing. We're pink. Everything's pink.
When we try to match as much as possible.
When you see it from afar on the internet, you're like, oh, that's Hot Wife Tour because it's pink.
Yeah,
We're that. So we come together and we travel the country and we do content houses. Hey, Keke.
Hey, Allie.
We started a podcast.
Yeah.
It's a shot in the dark. We're having so much fun. But we got a sponsor.
We got a sponsor.
We totally got a sponsor.
We got a sponsor.
Go us. Twinkle Tongue has sponsored our very first podcast. Oh, that's an indication of what it is.
So tell me a little bit about it.
So you know how like you're in the scenes and you're doing this thing, like all that, and your mouth gets really dry.
So dry.
So dry.
It's like one of the worst things that can
This
happen.
is like the solution. So their thing says swish, swallow, and salivate.
Swish,
so I already tried it.
Salivate.
That
sounds fun.
I used it last night.
Fun. Did you need it?
I totally needed it. So you literally put it in your mouth like mouthwash.
Okay.
Swish it around, swallow it, and let it do its magic.
And you
literally, your mouth and your tongue feels like it's like twinkle, like it's crazy.
And look how healthy it is.
I know, it's all natural. You know me.
So the fact that you can take it is huge.
Yeah, it's huge. So you put it in your mouth and things get really, really wet.
Dripping.
Like dripping wet.
We love to drip.
Yeah. So I'm a big fan. I'm gonna bring this to our scene tomorrow.
We're gonna see how sloppy it gets.
How sloppy it gets.
You know we like it sloppy.
So, yes. And we have a lot of fun together.
We invite different guests. I have my first stop was actually over about a year and a half ago. We did Phoenix, and it was my first content house I'd ever done.
Yeah.
And I didn't know what to expect. I was really nervous. I'm from Michigan, as some of you may know, and there's not a lot of creators in Michigan at all.
Yeah.
And so it was fun to go to a house and meet people that were like me. You know, your first stop was Miami, right?
Mine was Miami. It was the second. You had been once already, and then I came again. I've been fangirling over you for like ever.
Years?
Years, literally years.
Yeah, we've helped each other grow on Twitter. We were virtual friends before we ever met in real life. So
my husband and I had such a crush on her. I still have a crush on her.
I was going to say, you know how I feel.
But now I get to sleep in your bed. I get to be in your room with you.
We are
so
very,
fun.
very close.
But yeah, I followed you for years. I mean, I came online in 2022, September 2022, and started doing some like social media, like retweet groups and stuff. And you were in it.
Yeah, that's when I kind of, my social medias were a lot more around, I guess. I've lost a lot of social media.
I mean, she's still a big deal. I think she's got like 600,000 followers on Twitter.
Well, getting there, but as you know, the struggle's real for us.
It's tough. Social media is one of the biggest, hardest things to manage right now.
And it's ultimately like the gas that keeps us going. So if we don't have social media, how are you going to find people like us or the Hot Wife Tour?
The content creating is the easy part, actually.
It is. The networking and the growing are getting people to want to find out more about us.
Find out more about us or whatever. And I think that that's why the Hot Wife Tour is so great, because it's a group of us that can be together. And Sadie, our founder, she actually had shared with me, I actually never really knew like the history of why she started what she started, and I'm just so thankful she did. But she wanted to create a safe space. I always call it like a little sorority. It's like we're a little sorority.
Yeah,
but she wanted to create a safe space for women to come and create content. Because a lot of times when you're traveling and you're doing content, I go alone.
Yeah.
I go alone.
I went my first time alone.
Yeah. So usually it's fine, but there's a few times where it could not be fine. And so she wanted to create this space where people could go and they can create content, and we have a film crew. And we've evolved so much from the very beginning, but wanted to create this space, and she did it, and it's awesome. And I'm so thankful that she had the heart to do that.
It's so great. Like,
she never wanted to actually make an income off of it.
No. Oh,
never.
Really?
Yeah. She said she never actually wanted to make an income. She just branded it as
something more.
And then it became what it became, and we're a group, and here we are.
Well, one thing that I've heard, and I can't really say from my personal experience, because the only content houses I've ever done have been Hot Wife Tour content houses, but rumors are there's a lot of drama at other content houses, a lot of cattiness. You might walk into something where you don't feel so safe.
Yeah. Or they're not checking that people have gotten tested. They're not checking that people have done their paperwork.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's huge for
to be safe, to feel safe.
I think we're kind of like a little chaotic little family at sometimes. Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Are a family.
But we're so organized. I mean, we plan, we talk like every day, and we plan and we do all these things.
Match the outfits. We want to know what will grab the most attention. Right now, there's 6 of us.
Yeah.
So
you and me, Riley Jacobs, Sadie Andrews, our founder,
Crystal Davis,
yes,
Mama Crystal, we like to call her. She's the one that keeps us all in line.
And then Miss Cameron Marie.
Yes.
So that's us. We are we're actually filming from Exotica. We are in New Jersey right now.
We are.
We are going to go do our thing at the Exotica Expo. It's like a fan meet and greet. I've actually never done anything like this before, so this is like 0 to 100 for me. I've actually only been a core member with the tour for a couple stops. Well, 3 stops now.
Yeah, I think because I became a core member in Tampa, and I think you were right after that.
I was. My brain is so mushy. Like I travel all over the place, and I can't remember. I know that.
Or was it Austin? It was Austin.
No, what was it was Austin. Yeah, because they surprised me. I was one of the last ones to arrive and walked in, and they surprised me, and I cried. It was awesome. It was so much fun. I had no idea that it was happening.
We had been traveling with them though for like the past year.
Yeah, I always joke like I always wanted to be on the tour. Like you said, you always like fangirl about the tour, and you like, I want to be that someday. I want to go. And actually, Dan,
gorgeous woman,
from the facial party.
We can't forget to mention Dan.
I was sitting in my basement one night scrolling, and all of a sudden I got a DM, and I looked at my husband, and I was like, this guy just said that I should apply for the Hot Wife Tour. And he was like, well, you've always wanted to do that. And so I didn't know. And you get a lot of scams on the internet. And so you never know if the person is like real.
On the internet,
and so we researched it and figured it out. And I responded and I filled out the application. And like right away, he was like, we think you'd be a great fit. And then I got invited. I didn't know what I was doing. I had no idea, like 0 clue. But then I loved it so much. And I just kept inviting myself back.
Yeah. That's what we always used to joke.
I invited myself back so much that eventually they just said that I could stay.
But let's let them know that.
But we would talk. we would like talk a little bit, and we would be like, oh my gosh, are you gonna go? Like, are you gonna ask if you could go? And they always said yeah. So like that was a good indication that they liked us.
Or it always made me feel good. Like if Sadie would like touch back, say, hey, you interested in whatever the next stop was? I was like, babe, to my husband, I got it. I got it.
I'm in. Well, and Mr. Andrews, it was funny. I had messaged him one time too. That's Sadie's husband. We always joke, Mr. Andrews, hilarious. She wears the pants. She wears the pants. But I forget, we were messaging about something sometime, and I said, I know that's kind of like a core member thing. And one time he was like, well, I already kind of consider you a core member. And I was like, oh, that's so sweet.
Makes you warms your heart. Right?
Anyway, but I think one of the coolest parts is like I said, I fangirled over you for so long. Like literally, I always wanted to meet you.
That's how I felt with you.
And then we actually met in Miami.
Yeah.
That was my first stop, your second. And I just remember like, oh my gosh, I can't believe
like I would be sharing your gorgeous pictures all day, all week long. And then all of a sudden to meet you and the girls in real life, it was like so real because we live in this virtual world where it's like we know of each other, but to actually meet in real life.
It's pretty cool. Yeah. And then now we just kind of have built-in friends. Like I know I can always ask people for anything. I can ask advice. We have our big group chat. It's a little chaotic at times. Can't keep up. If you put your phone down for like 20 minutes, you come back, there's like 85 messages, and like I'm never going to be able to catch up on this.
Not at all. And I guess that's the thing, like with me, like we in this industry, for the most part, we kind of live double lives, right? Like, there's people that I like to call in my real life that have no idea about anything about what we do. But with this family, with the tour, it's like they know us.
Yeah, I feel free. I have freedom. I was in Mexico last week on a girls' trip with just regular, I call them vanilla friends. One of the girls knows what I do, and the others didn't. And it was hard. Like, I felt very suppressed, and I felt very, I just couldn't wait to get home so that I could be free.
Where it's like, you could undo the belt buckle.
Yeah. And my friend, it was funny, like, I don't have personal social media for obvious reasons. It just doesn't work for me anymore.
It turns out
and it was funny. I was taking all these pictures and doing all these things, and she's like, wow, you take out an awful lot of pictures and stuff for not having social media. I was like, oops. So you feel a little bit suppressed, and you feel like you can't be free. And so when we come to these stops, I just feel there's so much freedom in so many different aspects. Sexual freedom is like a huge thing.
It is.
All on all aspects, and I could just be myself. Like, we're our hotel rooms like down the street, and like it's crazy. It's like, we're a mess. Like, our rooms are a disaster, but everyone could just be themselves,
walking
and do their
around
thing.
Naked, walking.
That's
around.
fun.
Yeah, just like So let's rewind the wheels a little bit.
Yeah.
Let's go back. And so tell us more about Tall Girl Allie. Like, what's your niche?
So,
what's your...
I honestly sometimes don't really know what my niche is.
Well,
but what I'm doing is working. Hot wife. Yeah, I've always... I have always been in an open relationship. Actually, not always. Not always.
Or in the lifestyle.
So I've been married for a long time, but like when I was 23 years old, almost like 16, 17 years ago, my husband wanted to see me with someone else. And he was like, I think it's hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wanted to see me with someone else. And I was young, and I was like, you want me to what? And it took a lot. And these were back in the days of like Craigslist.
So like before social media.
Oh,
right?
yeah. Like we put an ad on Craigslist. And I mean, today you wouldn't do that.
No,
but
Craigslist, is it even around anymore?
I don't know. We should look and see if it's around.
But
anyway, we put an ad on Craigslist, and we did our thing for a little bit, but I was not confident in myself. I didn't really like myself. I was like, I'm 6 feet
you
tall.
You look in the mirror every day.
I know. Now it's great, but I didn't like myself. I just didn't see my worth.
Well, you were young.
Yeah, I was
right?
young. I didn't, I grew up tall, and like the boys didn't really like the tall girl.
So growing up as a tall girl, you were not how you felt.
No, I'm like, no, I don't. I mean, I still have, you don't ever get rid of all those feelings. But anyway, I wasn't like super confident. And so I felt super vulnerable. And I told my husband, and I was like, I don't know if I can do this or whatever. And it was a little bit of like a conflict, like, because he always wanted more. And I wanted it.
Fulfilling what he
Yeah, and
like
I wanted
try.
more. I just was scared, and I was dumb. And then fast forward all this time. And one day I kind of just, probably because I hit my 30s, and I was like, you've got to get over yourself. Like, you really need to get over yourself. And so, it took some work, and I did, and we started going into more like lifestyle stuff and doing.
Did you go to like hotel parties?
We did. That actually wasn't our thing, because we weren't kind of the full swap. We didn't really like the full swap thing.
It was more just about
it was more watching me and stuff like that, and so we didn't really fit in with like the parties, and so we kind of stopped going to those. But our like, we had our fun when like there's like, there's those apps, you have dating apps, but there's apps for people in the lifestyle. So
way to make connections.
So anyway, like, we ended up just inviting people over to our house, and he just wanted me to have fun. Like, I kind of just,
and you ran with it.
I ran with it. It was fun.
Here we are.
And then, in 2022, I was like, okay, I think I want to share this. I always joked like, oh, I could sell feet pictures. I've actually made probably
a real thing.
I've actually probably only ever made like $20 off my feet. Like, I sell it on other platforms,
well, we
but
know
to
a
be
certain
strictly,
fan.
we know someone. But to be strictly sell my feet stuff, like, I just was like, always joked, I'm going to sell my feet on the internet. I did not know that it would become what it's become.
Like a real thing.
And I remember we started it, and my husband, obviously he runs this with me. You run it with your husband. And I started seeing the money come in. And I remember I was sitting in my office at the time. My husband was in the basement, and he was working on some social media stuff. And that's what we did, is he was like, okay, are you available tonight? And he would go and he would post on Reddit something, like a GIF or something. And I would be available on my free page. And he'd be like, okay, someone's going to come follow you or whatever. And I ended up like selling things. Like, I did little naughty messages and all these things. And I remember my husband got on my OF, and he messaged me, and he said, I'm so proud of you. You're on your way to making your first $100,000.
Look
And I
at
did
that.
it.
And you did it.
And I did
right?
it. So
Here we are.
I just never thought that I'd be here. And then I joined the tour, and then I met you, and here we are at Exotica, and we're going to go meet our fans. It's so cool.
It's so cool. Some other big things happened for you this year, right? Like, what did we both do? We did pro.
Oh, yeah, we did our pro
Watches,
scenes.
watches.
But I want to back up. I want to hear
Yeah.
about you.
Oh, but me. Like, what? I'm like,
It's not the Allie show. This is not the Allie show.
Yeah, I'm like, it's fun. So yeah, I did 2018. I actually got my start in video gaming. I was a video game streamer. I still play a lot of video games, just more off video because other things are more on video
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
But started in streaming. I was working as a waitress, and
I hated that.
well, I hated working as a waitress, just going to work. I have kids, were smaller, and just it wasn't ideal. But I wanted to buy the new Call of Duty video game, and I didn't have enough money. But I did have Snapchat at the time, and I, for some reason, somehow made it onto Snapchat. Used to have like the Discover page, and I somehow made it on that. I was getting millions of views every day, but I was just posting.
Yeah.
I was enjoying getting the attention. I love attention, obviously.
No.
Yeah, my husband was like, "Hey, why not post it on your Snapchat that you want the new Call of Duty game?" And I'm like, "They're not going to buy it for me. There's no way they're going to do it." I crap you not. I got like 15 copies of Call of Duty, like over $2,000 in money.
Oh,
so
my
I was
gosh.
like, I hate telling my husband this, but I was like, you were right. Like,
Yeah, that's incredible.
there's something here.
Yeah.
There's something here. So lo and behold, it was the time before OF. I've been around since before OF. I started on Patreon and changed my whole life.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
just in time for 2020, so
Yeah.
I didn't have to go to work, lose my job in the restaurant, because most restaurants shut down in 2020. So it was like, by the time
That's
2020
crazy.
came along, I was
So you had your height of it during the pandemic.
Yeah.
When the
Oh
rest
my
of us were all
gosh.
sitting around doing nothing. You probably were busy as ever.
It was crazy. If I could turn back the time and go back to 2020, the things I would do differently to know that it wasn't going to last, because now
It's different
people
now.
aren't at home on the internet all
Yeah.
the time. I mean, there's still a lot on the internet, but
It's
everybody was
different.
home on
It's
the
pretty
internet.
saturated.
Yeah.
Well, and that's how
there's
you.
so many content creators
And that's how
now.
you follow. That's how you get into your niche.
Yeah.
So what would
You
you say your
have
niche
to.
is? Because we're a gamer, but you're also a hot wife.
Yeah, I'm a gamer. Well, just like you, my husband and I, we actually did do the full swinger lifestyle for a while, but he also enjoys watching as well. So it's hard when you're trying to match up couples. It doesn't
doesn't
work
always
all
work.
the time. So it's able to find other ways to enjoy being watched and what so we found the hot wife thing, and it worked for both of us because I got all the attention and he liked
Well,
watching. So
and now that we film it, it's like, I don't know about you, but it's like evolved so much, because it used to be like a more of a like in-person thing, like it was at our house,
it was 100% lifestyle.
like at our house, stuff like that, and then you put a camera on it, and now I travel without my husband sometimes.
Yeah,
So
I've never met your husband.
I know.
That's so weird.
He'll
to
be
me.
next year. He'll come to some stops next year. But
And you know my husband
I know.
very well.
I know him very well.
I love you.
So like putting a camera on it like changes things a little bit. Like our dynamic changed as far as like what we were doing in the lifestyle, and we had to like circle back to still bring like the personal aspect back to it. And so I guess I'm hot wife too. But I do everything. I mean, we do
everything.
we do group
We're
scenes, we do-
pleasers. So in that sense, it's hard for us to almost say no, essentially.
Yeah.
So it's like, I mean, I'm willing to try. Like if I get asked to do something that I might not have done it before, it's like, give it a shot. See what happens, like couple of stops ago, actually, one of the funniest things, I even realized it would be a kink. Cameron Marie, suggested she had a fan that wanted wedgie videos.
Oh, yes.
So I'm like, wedgie videos? Like, that's
Oh my
that's a
God, I
thing.
remember this happening.
And, so we all someone brought a lot of panties, and we all wore it on, and my husband filmed us dancing around, giving each other wedgies.
I think that actually
For 5
sold
minutes.
recently. You might have sold it actually
I
on
sold
Twitter.
it.
I was scrolling, and you know how you see like the sold mini vids sold. I think you sold it. It
I
was
did,
like sold
yeah.
wedgie party, and they're like
Never
in
thought
their,
about
in
doing
their
it.
shorts with their panties pulled up,
Ripping
and they're
our
doing like the conga line around the living room. That was in Miami.
It was like wedgie,
Oh my gosh.
wedgie.
And I was upstairs
you
filming
were
a
upstairs
scene.
because you were
I was
there.
doing the
Yes, that's
scene.
right. I was thinking it was was Phoenix because you weren't in the party, but you
Yeah,
were. Yep,
it was
last
so
minute.
funny. So every time I see that it's sold, I'm like, oh my gosh. But that's the cool thing about content creating. And we were just talking about this in the van earlier. We got a van. It's kind of like a creepy white van, and we're rolling around Jersey in it, picking up people from the. We picked up
Our
Taco.
wonderful videographer.
But rolling around in this creepy van, and we're just like kind of doing our thing. But we were talking about one of the biggest things I've learned in this industry when being in this space is sex positivity, and not even that. Knowing that there's something in sex for everybody.
Yeah.
And knowing that there's not one kink or fetish that's like, this is really bad. There's not a level to it or anything.
No.
And that's like
We're
our
all
job
different,
is
right?
to let people express themselves and to be able to be open and do what they want and have some freedom.
And that's the thing. It's like it's totally okay if certain things aren't for you.
There's certain content I won't
Yeah.
do. I don't enjoy doing it.
But I
'cause
will encourage anyone else.
Oh, for
like,
sure.
you know, you do your thing. We
I
all don't want
actually-
to, especially with, sorry, go ahead.
Well, I actually have gotten asked to do things before, and I said, you know what, I don't do that content, but you know who does? You should reach out to my
a great
friend.
referral
Yeah,
code.
and I'll tag one of the girls or something if I know that they do that specific content.
And being in an oversaturated market, it's kind of nice to be known for certain things as opposed to everything I see. You know, in my opinion, like you want to kind of stand out from the rest.
Yeah.
You know, and
Well,
I think the hot wife too.
And you do that. We all have. We all,
and
and
you
that's
do that.
you know my thing with the tall girl thing. Like it never was supposed to be. I guess I don't know what it was supposed to be, but like my height is a thing. Like
is.
I.
Well, you get noticed.
I get
from your
noticed
height.
from my height. People know who I
And then
am.
you're a goddess.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, people take one look at you and it's seriously walking goddess. It's crazy.
When you do,
like, when I'm
you
in
do
front
like the MILF thing with the mom. Like
Yeah.
that's your thing.
Yeah.
I like when I first started admiring you, and that was like your thing.
Yeah.
I
I mean,
certainly.
well, funny story. I hit it.
Really?
So when I first started in the industry or in content creating, I was ashamed, I guess, as a person about how old I was doing it. Because, I mean, you got, Instagram was huge. I mean, it
see
still
all the
is
girls who
huge.
are, like, young.
You see all these young girls and everything. So I never was comfortable talking about my age, nor I didn't think people wanted someone that was a mom. You know, like being a mom, oh, you're old, haggity, or whatever. And then all of a sudden, a few years went, got the gamer. The gamer thing was kind of going down, and I noticed that MILF was being hot and older, mature. And I'm like, hey, guess what I am? And all of a sudden, it was more comfortable.
Yeah,
Because it was
you could
me.
be yourself.
Yeah, it was more me. I wasn't fighting.
Which brings us to what we did this year, because you landed on the cover of a magazine.
I did.
Which was Score Group.
Yes, the Score Group magazine.
And they specialize in that they want it. I don't qualify
40
yet. I'm
over
under
40. Yeah.
I'm not 40 yet.
Yep.
But I didn't qualify. I can't do it because I'm not 40, but you
Yep.
are over 40.
I was over 40, and I was on the over 40.
I've seen this whole magazine. I ripped it open.
Oh, I haven't opened it.
Yeah, I've opened it, and she's full spread. Like she's got a full spread in there. She's on the cover.
Do you have it with you?
No, I meant to
Go see
bring
it.
it. I meant to bring it because I wanted you to autograph it, but I'm gonna have to record you autograph. Like I need to make
we'll
a
do
thing
that
out of it.
next time.
But we landed on the pro sets.
Yeah.
We never. I never thought in a million years. Again, me, like the person who like didn't like herself. Like, why would anyone think that me is like attractive? You know, I just was never embraced it or whatever. And then I ended up on scenes, and we kind of did it simultaneously. We did it together.
Ones, though. But we did do it together.
We
It was
did do it
crazy.
together.
We got the same guy that helped us
Same
both,
agent,
and we went to Phoenix first.
Yeah, that was
And,
where we both went.
That was actually one of my favorites.
I really enjoyed that. I actually
HMS.
I just shot again with Isaiah in LA.
Yeah, how was that?
Oh, it was awesome. It was a lot.
I've heard he was.
He's a lot.
I've heard he was.
He's great though. He's great. So anyway, yeah, we went to Phoenix, and then after that, you went over to Florida.
Yep, I did the
Score
score group in
group.
Florida. I did 4 scenes with them. I did 2 solo scenes and then 2 BG scenes.
And you just
So
told me
was
that
fun.
you have 2 that have yet to be released.
Yeah, 2
That's
that have
actually
not been
exciting.
released
Like
yet.
I don't
So
have anything
keep
left
watching,
right now.
something to look forward to. But yeah,
That was fun.
that was kind of, I mean, I think it for me. But then you did a whole week
I did a whole week. I did 4 scenes.
with a couple different companies.
I did
right?
Team Skeet and I did Bang Bros. I was on the Bang Bus.
That Bang Bus. I mean,
That's what I'm calling our. That's what I'm calling our Hot Wife Tour bus, the Hot Wife Tour Bang Bus. But yeah, I ended up on there, and that was fun. And you know, these pro sets have actually embraced my height too. They it was funny. I wore almost the same outfit typically.
You stand out from everybody.
They always want me in heels and a skirt or something with stockings. And so I did a stepmom scene, and of course he was way shorter than me, and so we went with it. And there's like a video of me hugging him, and his face is like here.
Right, they're like kind of like Dean.
And then once the scene got kind of going, they were like, no, we need you to. It was Jimmy Michaels. Yeah, that's his name, Jimmy. He stood up on the edge of the couch.
And then he was,
you gotta go see the video. It was really funny.
I've been looking for your clips. I see in a few of your clips, and I love like the photos and everything that I've seen.
Previously, I would have been so embarrassed by that because I was like, I'm so tall. Like I spent my whole life hiding from being tall, and then to see that a pro set wants to monetize that and wants to use that was pretty cool for me. And so
confidence, right?
Yeah, it gave me confidence, and it's a fine line. I sometimes struggle with it because I don't want to be kind of like the bad bitch. Like I don't want like the girl boss thing, but I do because I want people to see that I've become so much stronger and so much more confident in myself. But I don't ever want to come off that I'm like full of myself.
Or egotistical, not at all, Allie. You don't.
But I manifest it. Like I'm literally like, oh, I'm going to be confident. I'm going to hold my head. I'm going to have standards. I have certain standards, you know?
Yeah, you hold this thing. Like I literally consider you a walking goddess. Like that's not a lie. Like 100%. But you also have something in you that drives me to want to be more driven like you are. You know, like
people do say that about me, that I'm driven. And I never would have thought that I
don't think at all you don't come across like full of yourself.
Okay, good.
But you don't come off not sure of yourself either. Sure. Like you have a great balance on that. So it's awesome.
So what's next for the tour? What are we doing?
So we are, like we said, at Exotica.
Yeah.
After this episode's probably going to be ending here soon, and then we will be picking up on the Exotica floor.
Yeah. I'm excited.
You don't know who's going to be there. Like this is where everybody in the industry that can be here will.
I hope Johnny Sin shows up.
Don't we all?
I call dibs.
One of these days, let's see, 6-7 years and no Johnny. Oh, I've had one Johnny and he was great.
But yeah, we're at Exotica. It's going to be fun. We're going to interview people. We have these golden tickets to give out for tomorrow.
We do. It's a little fun event. Golden ticket.
Yeah, but the whole crew's here. We've got our camera crew here.
You'll meet the rest of the girls.
Yeah.
You'll meet the guys.
Yeah.
You'll meet what keeps the Hot Wife Tour going.
Yeah, we're distinguishable. So, like, we'll be seen on the floor. We've got our film crew. We've got Mr. Taco. Taco came into our life this year.
Yeah, this year.
Yeah, it was.
I don't know if he knew what he was getting into.
Yeah, does he regret it? I don't know. We'll have to ask him.
His whole life changed, and ours too, but for the better.
For the better. So yeah, we're gonna do that, and then we just set our 2026 dates.
Yes,
we're going all over. We're going to go overseas. We're going to go to Dominican Republic.
We'll be in New York. We'll be back in Miami, Vegas,
so
AVNs. Chicago, my neck of the woods.
Yeah,
from Michigan,
I'll drive to that. I won't have to fly. Yeah. But yeah, we're going to do our stops, and we all have big goals for the tour. We want to just grow, and we want. That's like the point of doing this podcast was to like do something different, reach a different audience. You know, not everybody of our following can get on the platforms or are able to pay or this or that, and so we want to be able to do like a podcast where people can listen to it in their car.
Get to know us a little more.
Yeah, just get like we're just hanging out. Like we're gonna have the girls hang out with us. We're gonna.
You can see it's like we're sisters.
Yeah, we're gonna have some fun and talk about behind the scenes stuff. And
maybe have a segment where they can ask us questions. Yeah, one time get to know us. So we have a lot of big plans. So stick around.
Yeah, it's really fun. So I think we should go get ready for the expo.
We'll see you on the floor.
Yeah. We did it.